Hey there everyone. So here we are in Waccamaw, South Dakota, just showing you our little convoy here. And I'm gonna walk you over. We're kind of right on the highway, but let me tell you, with the air conditioner on inside the camper, I didn't hear anything at all. So we are here doing the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and I'm gonna find myself a little picnic table away from this little neighborhood that's right off of Highway 90 West, by the way. Traveling is going well, and we are going to stop at another place in South Dakota today, Spearfish, South Dakota, where an awesome friend of mine lives. Her name's Carol. A lot of you know her. She channels a blue avian being named Xena. This might be loud, I don't know. We're still gonna meditate. I mean, it's noisy, but that's okay. I also could have gotten up earlier, but that didn't happen either, so this is what we're dealing with. Okay, yeah, I always talk about my moon time for those of you who are my close friends and people who don't really know me very much here. But yeah, so to me, it's very sacred, spiritual. I'm still in the 3D about it a little, time of the month and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like there's a lot that happens in our bodies. Women who are still menstruating, we do a lot of clearing of our own energy field. And I believe that there's some external absorption of things that need to be processed and sent back to Mother Nature. And I think that women have that effect. Women who have gone past menopause as well, what they say in the sweet medicine tradition is you bleed into spirit. So there still is like a monthly energetic purging that happens, but it's just not physical, like those of us that are still having the old experience every 28 days or so. Okie dokie. So yesterday we talked about, okay, wait a second, I'm not there yet in this book. I was there in the other one. God in his mercy wills that I be saved. That was a beautiful thing to revisit again and again, and it got to the point where I totally had it memorized, and that felt great. So here we go. I'm a hypnotist, so I'll just remind you that if you hear any sounds, they're just in the background and won't interfere with our transmission or the teachings or the blessings that you're meant to have today. So just take a deep breath, allow yourself to relax, and here we go with A Course in Miracles lesson 236. I rule my mind, which I alone must rule. I have a kingdom I must rule. At times, it does not seem that I am its king at all. It seems to triumph over me and tell me what to think and what to do and feel. And yet it has been given me to serve whatever purpose I perceive in it. My mind can only serve. Today, I give its service to the Holy Spirit to employ as he sees fit. I thus direct my mind, which I alone can rule. And thus I set it free to do the will of God. Oh my God, this is such a good one. Such a good one. So good. Anyone who's coming off the back end of having some hard times with their partner or people at work or family members or whatever, remember that the mind seems to triumph over you and tell you what to think and what to do and what to feel, but you alone rule your mind. That's so good. All right, here's the prayer that goes along with this. Father, my mind is open to your thoughts and closed today to every thought but yours. I rule my mind and offer it to you. Accept my gift, for it is yours to me. That's beautiful. We direct our minds, and we can turn it over to the Holy Spirit. Today, I give its service, my mind's service, to the Holy Spirit to employ as he sees fit. So I've been doing that lately too, is asking for God and the Holy Spirit to come and take away and help assist me in some way so that I can get back into the driver's seat. So that's a great little reminder there. All right, let's see what your forgiveness has to say about lesson 236. Oh, I love this. I rule my mind. Check it out. There's your divine aspect of your being. Who you truly are. All right. Has anyone been here before? Waccamaw, South Dakota. There's signs for this campground like maybe 50 or more miles before it. There's like a casino. It's super small. I think it's in the grocery store. I mean, anyway, yeah, it's cool. All right, here we go. Lesson 236. I rule my mind, which I alone must rule. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. Many beings think that the idea of surrendering to God's will is an act of passivity and that it will make you a doormat. The opposite is true. You must decide with all your being to dedicate your mind to love. God is love, therefore, so are you. This is a very, very simple principle. But when you think of all the trash you allow into your mind and all the negatives and ruminations and judgments you allow to come to course through it, you truly see that you are misusing your free will. You are misusing your mind. It is going to do whatever you direct it to do. This is an act of discipline. It is a profound act of faith to train your mind toward love so that you are in alignment. You will be guided to a destiny that reflects that frequency. If you are unhappy with your life and making choices that are unloving to yourself and other people, then you are not bringing your best to those you love. If you are happy, joyful, fulfilled, in alignment, unresisting, and dedicated to the amplification of your frequency, all beings around you will thrive. That's a really important one. The influence of our intention, even of having a higher frequency, that spreads out. I mean, there's just no way that only one person in a family or in any kind of environment will be the only one that grows ever. It's just not possible. All right. Most beings who are out of alignment are not very much fun to be around. Well, okay. Thank you, Captain Obvious Jesus. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we will speak to you tomorrow. All right, so today we're going to rule our minds. Lesson number 236. Yep, we're all going to put on our crowns and just sit in that throne of divinity that's inside all of us. Have a freaking awesome day. So we are spearfish bound, and another thing we're doing is we're going to set up our residency in the state of South Dakota because we're considered full-time RVers, and they have this thing called the South Dakota Residency Center where you can get a mailbox where you can have your mail forwarded and all kinds of other benefits depending on how much you want to pay every month. And so it's a place for people who don't live in a regular house situation anymore and want to be mobile. You can still have a physical address for all your matters, all your things that you need an address for. So there's a little tidbit I'm sharing with you. And once I've finished doing all the stuff to set up, we have to get new driver's licenses, license plates, stuff like that. Once I do that, I can let you know what happens. But I'm going to rule my mind today. That's for sure. Lots of love to all of you. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.